Before this video starts, if you guys like my team content, subscribe to this channel. I upload pretty much 2 my team videos every single day, and we just hit 29,000 subscribers. So I originally had a goal of 30,000 by NBA 2K18, but I'm going to set a crazy goal. Let's see if we can hit 30,000 subscribers by next Thursday, the date of the NBA Live 18 demo. I know it's a difficult task, but I know you guys can do it. So anyway, let's get on to the video. So when I'm making these points, take into account that all of these were only taken from one single game. So the stuff that happened in this game pretty much happens in every game of NBA 2K 5-on-5 that you play, whether it's my team or playing online or even offline. So everyone knows, obviously people have already played 2K and they're talking about things like the shot meter, the dribble spams. In this video, I'm going to be talking about things that actually mattered in the gameplay, things that haven't been fixed since 2K14, and I doubt 2K are going to fix them for 2K18. I'm only going to be showing clips from the last game I played in the channel, but the defense is broken. What is Kyrie Irving doing? Like, Porzingis being guarded by Porzingis, fair enough. Kyrie turns around, runs in, double teams for no reason, and leaves one of the best shooters in the game open for 3. No matter what defensive settings you have, that shouldn't happen. And both ends of the floor are broken. Look at his Porzingis. What is he doing? He's running into his own player. Like, fair enough, I get to block my Porzingis, but the only reason my Porzingis is there is because his Porzingis just ran into his own player. The collision detection in this game is worse than NBA Live 07. Look at the backboard in the ring and Porzingis' hands. Porzingis literally jumps, swipes his hand through the board and the ring. This becomes a problem when a player can run directly through another player, which is extremely common in 2K17, and it doesn't seem to have been mentioned by anyone about 2K18. So 2K haven't ever gotten transition defense right, and that's something that again has not been addressed, whereas they'll address the shot meter, which is one of the most irrelevant things. Watch his entire team. Not one of them is covering the right hand side of the floor. 2 guys are running to the ball and 2 are running to the end line. Not even to the ring, to the end line. I know I missed this shot, but there's no one anywhere near my player just from whatever way 2K have done it. There's just no transition D in this game. There's a ton of inconsistencies with what happens when you press certain buttons as well. Can you guys guess what I pressed for this move? Yes, if you guessed it, you probably watched my video. I double tapped square, which is spin move, not put up a one-legged Dirk floater. This play here, Maravich makes no attempt to go for a rebound and just lets the ball hit him and then saves the ball directly to the other team, giving up a 3-point shot. So in this clip right here, you might be wondering why I'm complaining. I'm complaining because I was playing this game. This happened 3 times in this game earlier. I didn't press triangle. LeBron faked it up. I'm controlling Peja and he jumps. If you're controlling a player, they should not do something when you press no buttons. They shouldn't jump when you don't press triangle. I don't understand how 2K can get a pass for that. That's one of the most flawed game mechanics I've ever seen in a video game. And people just say, oh, because that's how it is. That's not something that should be in a video game. You shouldn't jump when you don't press jump. And now we're on to the passing. How can a company that makes a basketball game get away with this? What basketball player throws passes this badly? And not difficult passes, straight line passes. That's a 7'3" player he's trying to hit, and it's still a good meter over his hands. And like that's nowhere near as bad as they sometimes are. Sometimes they'll go into the crowd over way right and over the sideline. Passing's just broken. And now I'm going to talk about a couple of gameplay things that just make no sense. If 2K want to be a basketball simulation, or do they want to be a fantasy game? I don't know. Do they want to be an arcade video game, or do they want to be a basketball simulation? Because they're stuck right in between 2 right now, and I think it's hurting them. The fact that they're trying to be very like realistic is what's making all these weird animations. They're using a lot of motion capture, which makes the animations look better, which makes them glitchy when you're talking about them in an actual video game. From like an actual basketball simulation perspective, why is there badges in this game? I fully get like putting them in to an extent, but why are there badges to let people shoot from near half court? Because nobody does that in the NBA. Like nobody, obviously Curry sometimes, but no one will consistently shoot the ball from near half court. Why are there badges like Clutch Performer which instantly make people hot in the clutch? If this is realistic, if a player is the exact same in the last at the end of the game as they are in the normal other minutes of the game, then they're considered clutch. You don't understand. Very, very few players' percentages rise in the clutch, but in 2K, there's certain players that automatically get hot with 2 minutes to go if they have clutch performer badge. Again, it's not realistic. When speed boosting, why does ball control be taken into effect? And why not acceleration? Because a player accelerates out of the dribble. Speed boosting, it doesn't matter how good their handle is. Shaq should not be able to speed boost when a player like LeBron James can't, except for his best diamond card. That just doesn't make sense. It should be based on the acceleration stat, and the amount a person's speed boost should be based on the acceleration. Every person should be capable of doing it, but the amount differs based on the acceleration stat, not based on having 86 plus ball control. And I'm not saying these things have to be in the game, it's just that if 2K wants to be a basketball simulation, they can't. If they want to be an arcade game, fine, take out motion capture, because those things look great. When you're playing the game, when you're watching someone playing the game, they look great. But the fact is, they make every animation clunky. They're the reason why there's so much in the game based on motion capture and not video game mechanics, kind of having to alter your game to be more like the players, which in a way is fine. But that makes the game pretty much very difficult to play, especially online. So what is a 2K? Are you an arcade game? Are you a video game? Or are you a basketball simulation? Because right now 2K is kind of in the middle of both of them, and all it's done is put out a game where at surface level it's exceptional, but the more you play it, the more you look into it, this game is terrible. 2K17 is terrible. And now I'm just going to say, if anyone who was at the 2K event was watching this, if anyone who was at that event is watching this video, let me just ask you this. Did you guys look at anything above the surface level in 2K18? And I'm not talking about community exploits, because obviously they're saying speed boost is more difficult. The community is going to learn to exploit something different. And I'm being dead serious. There's no way to stop community exploits. It's going to happen. Speed boosting was only brought in this year. People only found out about the 5-out cheese this year. That could have been used in other years. One thing gets patched and the community finds something else to exploit. They aren't the things that people should be focused on. People should be focused on the game in general. The fact that the more and more you play it, the more you look into it, it's not good. It's just not good. Yes, 2K brought in a new shot meter. The shot meter is one of the most irrelevant things in my team, because we were fine without the shot meter. We were all perfectly content without the shot meter. It's irrelevant. It does not matter what the shot meter is. It helps us to see if we get green lights. Yeah, it helps us time our releases, but it's almost irrelevant. If you took off the shot meter and played for a week, you wouldn't even remember there was a shot meter. It's not the most relevant thing, but it's all people are talking about. People are talking about the new game mods. That's fine. People are asking about that. People are asking about speed boosting. If speed boosting's gone, as I said, people find other things. But what no one's mentioned is, can you pass the ball more than 5 yards? The answer is no. Then 2K18 is probably not going to be a right game. Is transition defense broken? The answer is probably still yes. Do your players respond when the ball's near them? It's probably yes. Do your players actually steal the ball and not just stolen by their bodies? The answer is probably still again. Probably no. And can your players run through other players? The answer to that is probably going to be yes as well. So what I want you guys to do, I want you guys to just watch 2K for about 5 offenses and 5 defenses, and look at the amount of stuff that is just completely wrong. Look at the amount of passes that aren't thrown, the slow passes, everything. Don't look at the surface level, how the game looks, what the players look like, because the players look great in 2K18. Think about what frustrates you about 2K. It's not the speed boosters. To an extent, 5-out, fair enough. But the things that frustrate you the most is missing 7 open shots in a row. Stuff like what happened just there, a steal with someone's back. Not being able to throw the ball more than 5 feet without the ball going into the upper tier of the stands. Not being able to run straight through someone. If you run a straight line long enough, you're either going to do one of 2 things. Run directly through the other person, or you're going to end up being called for a charge. A lot of the time you run through them, a lot more often than you think. So I'm just showing normal gameplay now. I want you guys just to look closely at just how bad transition defense is. The fact that your players gravitate towards the sideline when that's the dumbest position to be on defense. The fact that if a person inbounds the ball quick, they mostly either have a layup or a wide open jump shot with their point guard. These are the type of things that have been in the game since 2K15, and these are the type of things that are never addressed at these 2K team up events. These are the type of things that are never really addressed. Mike Wang keeps tweaking the shots. That's not what's the worst thing about 2K. The shooting is fine. It doesn't need to be tweaked that much. Tweak very little. But the fact is that it's basically the exact same game we've gotten since 2K14. The same flaws. The Euro step to nowhere is still in the game. I don't understand how, but it's still in the game. Same flaws, reskinned every year with a new shot meter. I'm being dead serious. I'm like, that is what it is. 2K is a borderline broken game. And it just needs to improve. That's why I'm so optimistic about NBA Live. There's no motion capture. Everything looks worse, but it's less frustrating. There's less frustrating things from playing that game. And while it doesn't have anywhere near the look of 2K, like, I can honestly see myself playing that game more and more because I don't want to punch a wall every time I play it, just like in 2K. So I've made way too many rant videos about my team. I haven't actually made one about the gameplay. But like, these are the type of things that haven't been mentioned. I asked Annoying, who was at the team up event, I asked him, can you make a pass? And he hasn't responded. He responded to all questions about speed boosting. He responded when people were asking about drafts, saying he can't say anything. Has not responded to me when I'm talking about the actual game. What people haven't seemed to talk about at all, the actual game. So anyway, that's the video. Like, I'm not bashing 2K. I know how difficult it is to make a basketball game. But like, there's been so little improvements, and in a way, gameplay wise, the game has gotten worse since 2K14. So I gotta say something about that, because everyone seems to be looking at it with blinker vision. Oh, these players look better, so the game's better. That's been rarely the case with 2K. So anyway, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.